TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tapped to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in youth league. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. This 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Etienne going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Wilson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now Lawrence on first down. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On the move to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And shedding through the tackle. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the... There he goes, left side.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 are going to try and go quickly here. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tua, a final shot before half. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter. Here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On play action, Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Gaskin again, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. Able to power through. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, this is Wilson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throw out wide is incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Rosen hands off to Johnson. Stays on his feet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Again, it's Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Screenplay, Johnson. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rosen's throw hauled in by Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rosen to throw again. A short throw there to Strange. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rosen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seth Williams, 26 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score. Game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson going to try the right side. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make